Joins us from New Delhi. Well, Tapas, Prime Minister is to address the startup Mahakumbh today in a short while. Can you tell us more about it?
Right. Right, Lipakshi, let me just tell you that this startup Mahakumbh is the biggest and place where all the startups, incubators, entrepreneurs, everybody is coming here in one particular place to take India's growth story forward, and that is something that has been a major point that we have been talking about. Lipakshi, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, Tapas, you're quite audible.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Lipakshi. So what I'm saying is that this startup Mahakumbh is the place where, you talk about any kind of startup. You talk about DeepTech, you talk about MedTech, you talk about AI, SaaS, FinTech. All the startups are coming in under one roof, under one umbrella. And the idea is to take India to 2047 to become a Viksit Bharat, a developed nation. And that is the whole idea behind. Remember when 2014, when the Modi government came to power, the number of startup was somewhere in the region of 300, 350. And now the latest figures by 2023 December, the latest figures suggest that it has crossed 100,000. The number is 1,17,000 something approximately. So the point is I'm trying to make here is that India's growth story is reflected on these spur in the number of startups. And to talk more about that, I have with me Ajay Mishra, our senior correspondent, somebody who has been tracking this for close more than a decade. So we have been talking about startups, but this startup Mahakumbh is expected to be a major game changer, not just for the entrepreneurs, but also for the world to come and see what India is all about.
Absolutely. I think, Tapas, when the Startup India campaign was launched on 16th of January 2016, I could imagine the energy in the Vigyan Bhavan that we could witness that there was some kind of spark in that very house. I believe that the similar kind of energy we are going to see in the Bharat Mandapam. 8 years down the line, the number of startups that you have just said that have reached 1.23 lakh. Almost 109 unicorns, which means more than 8,000 crore valuation the companies has been made. There are 10 focus sectors that are being showcased right behind us, which are the major focus. 23 states are represented here. More than 1,000 startups are showcasing their products and services out here. There are 1,000 investors from 10 countries who are visiting. So this is a Mahakumbh in a real sense, and this is a platform where the Indian startup ecosystem, Tapas, is going global. Right. That is the central point of this Mahakumbh, that we are now ready to go global.
We are ready to go global. The point I'm trying to make here, Lipakshi, and Ajay also mentioned the fact that you now have more than 100 unicorns. By unicorns, to give our viewers an idea, each unicorns is value over $1 billion at least. At least that they have touched that, isn't it right? So idea is that you have the 2014 there was no unicorn. You had 350 odd startups, but now it has grown manyfold. It has, in the last 10 years, we have seen the startup infrastructure, startup ecosystem for that matter, reach a level where India is right now the world's third largest ecosystem. Just to put it in perspective, Lipakshi, I ask Ajay, this unicorn, more than 100 unicorns you have, this is also somewhere down the line showcase India's growth story, isn't it?
I think, more than the unicorns, it is the problem-solving mindset which has been inculcated not just in the Tier 1 cities, Lipakshi, but in the Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. And I met a startup from Andaman Nicobar who was solving a problem of food wastage. So look at the local issues and local problems that the Indian entrepreneurs are trying to solve. And just one number, Tapas, $140 billion has been put into the startup ecosystem since it has been launched. Now 2022 was a very good year when we received, in just 2022, we received $25 billion. But 23 was not a very good year. It was a winter for startups because of the global meltdown or global slowdown. So it was just $7 billion that we received in 2023. But now 2024 is going to be a bright, shining year for the startup ecosystem. And that's why we are trying to, get a great gathering of investors, accelerators and investors to come across on one platform.
Right. Lipakshi, before I wind up, I just wanted to put across this point that we talk about the startup ecosystem, but this also provides, employment opportunities to millions of people. So in many ways, this is truly a circular, the startups provides impetus to the circular economy.
All right, such a massive startup. Thank you so much, Tapas and Ajay, for joining us and giving us that